Hey everybody, what's going on today? Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to do a Conquest map overview of the main map. I'm going to kind of show you guys the best way to go through Conquest. I've completed this map 10 times already this year since the game came out back in March. So I'll go over everything and hopefully it'll make it a little bit easier for you guys. A couple people had requested it on some comments on some other videos. So you guys do me a favor though, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, subscribe, and let's get right to it. All right. So here's what I like to do when you start. Obviously, you start in the same spot every time, right here in the middle of the map. For me personally, I've found that I like to go and complete the West Coast teams first before I do the East Coast teams. The reason being for that is if you notice on the West Coast side, well, from the center of the map over towards the West Coast, there's way more open hex spots, that don't have a stronghold on them. And the strongholds are going to are these, obviously. There's only, what we got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 from here to the left of where I am. On the other side, obviously, we've got from here over 22. So, and the reason that I like to do that is because every 3 hexes that you have, when you go to add fans to your stronghold or to your position that you're going to move around the map, every 3 hexes that you get, you gain 1 extra spot, which is 1 million fans is what it equals. So that's how I like to do it. And then, since there's more hexes on this left side, you can clearly get that number much higher. So each turn, you get more to add into the spot that you're moving around the map. I hope that makes sense. But I'll show you what I mean here in just a second. So, excuse me. So what I like to do at the beginning is I just kind of build a little like barricade almost around my spot here, the main spot. And then you can skip to get it to go there. All right, let's see. So I'll skip these other turns because I don't have any more to add. These other guys do, apparently. And in all honesty, I think a lot of people get confused on this a little bit too. Think of this. This is kind of like Risk, baseball style. The old board game. I don't know if anybody's ever played that before, but I think you'll kind of understand once you understand exactly how it works and everything. So we're in the steel fans phase right now. Okay. Typically, I only play about 4, maybe 5 of the steel fans games. It's typically just to take fans away from the first team that I'm going to defeat. Now, in this case, I'm actually not going to do any of them because I'm trying to show you guys exactly how to move around the map and everything and make it a little bit easier. So if you want to skip turns, and this is what I do every time, after I play those 4 or 5 games, typically, you just hit the options button on your controller. It says skip to reinforce phase. You can skip right there. So we're going to reinforce the stronghold just to add the 3 fans there. Okay. Make it where it's a 3 now on it. And then I don't want to move any fans. So we're just gonna take as many of these empty spots as we can here. Now see, I only got 2 extra ones there, so we're gonna skip the steel fans one again. We'll reinforce. Now this next time when I do it, skip again. This next time when I do it, it should give me an extra 1,000,000 fans because there I just got 3 hexes more than what I had at the beginning. So, all right, let's go skip. Now this should give me, yep, see, it gives me 3 million to make it 4 in that slot now. So we're gonna skip again. Let's go this way and try to close up these spots. Hopefully the twins don't take them, and we can get some more hexes in here. Skip their turns. Skip the reinforce phase, and I kind of do this at the beginning. So now we're at 5. So we'll go there, and then these games right here, where you're matched up against these small hexes, you don't have to play them. I recommend actually don't play them. Like, there's not really a point unless you got something you just want to play for fun or whatever. That's fine. But if you're just trying to complete the map, don't even worry about playing them. It does nothing for you. So just simulate the game. You might lose a couple fans on it. You might win a couple. I lost them all on that one, but it happens. Whatever. I mean, it's gonna happen. It's no big deal. If I would have stolen some fans before I did this, I probably would have been able to beat them, but that's okay. We'll put it right there, actually. skip again. I'm going to go take out this 2. Hopefully. There we go. All right, so I took it out. Cost me a few, but we took it out anyway. All right, so, whatever your number is here, when you go up against one of these to simulate, it's going to lower it to a 1. So watch when you show it here. See, it says 1 million versus 1 million. So it's like it cost 1 million fans to do the game, okay? So for me, I'm actually going to skip ahead to the Steel fans phase so I can go ahead and add an extra 1 million to this territory. We'll leave them there, and then let's go take down the Rockies here on this spot. Hopefully, there we go. It didn't even cost me any. It didn't take any away from it, so that's nice. We'll go ahead and take this empty spot. See if we can take this down. It's a 3-2 matchup. There we go. That's nice. All right, cool. All right, this one's going to be an even matchup. I'm going to go for it anyway. See if I can do it. Sometimes it'll. Hey, look at that. See, sometimes it works. So. You just never know, really, in all honesty. All right, so we're going to stop there. We'll go ahead and skip to the Steel fans phase. All right, we'll skip again to reinforce. So now we're already up to getting 8 million fans in this one spot. All right, so that's pretty good. And like I said, if I had stolen fans and played like 4 of those games, I'd have to be up to probably 12 right now. So maybe a little bit better. But this is pretty much what I do around the entire map. By the time you get this whole western part of the map completed, you're going to have, and I'm gonna say you're gonna have like 50 to 60 million fans to be able to add in every time you go to the reinforce phase, which is going to be very helpful to be able to get. For me, like when I play against us in a stronghold match, and those are the ones you actually have to play. So you've got to play 30 games to complete the map. When I do those, I like to play it on rookie. Why not? I mean, it doesn't matter. If you want to play for practice or something against a higher pitch difficulty or something, pitch speeds, then go for it. Play on veteran or all-star, or Hall of Fame, legend, whatever you feel like. It doesn't matter. If you want to make it easy to get through the map and get 10 packs and get the 5,000 XP and the 1,000 stubs, just do them on rookie. It's simple. I'm not going to get the little secret hidden rewards moving around this map because this is the 11th time I've completed the map, so it's a little bit different for me. But like right now, we'll go ahead and attack this 2. See if we can take it down. All right, it took a couple million from me, but that's all right. I'll move up here a little bit. But depending on how many million fans you have in your not in your stronghold, but in the position that you're moving around the map, which is this one right here, for me, that depends on what difficulty you're able to play at. So the more fans you can build up in that spot to use on the reinforced segments, that'll allow you to have more fans and get a rookie matchup as opposed to getting a veteran or all-star matchup or something like that. So. That's something to keep in mind. But by the time I get past, let's say about where the other teams are just moving around here, I want to show you guys what I'm fixing to talk about here. Hold on a second. All right. By the time I get over here to like where the Brewers and White Sox are, maybe the Cardinals, but maybe like the Cincinnati Reds and stuff, as I'm moving across the map, I will have like at least 100 fans to be able to 100 million fans to be able to add into my reinforced segment every single time that I skip a turn. So don't be afraid to skip turns. It doesn't hurt anything at all. You can actually move around the map quite faster that way, in my opinion. But I think a lot of people have a misconception about you have to play a lot more games to complete Conquest than you really do. Like I said, I usually play about 34 to 35 games and I'm done with the map. Now, another thing to look at is if you look at these other hexes on the map, and you see a lot of the other teams have 2s and 3s, and there's some. I see a 5 over there by the Blue Jays. There's probably some 4s or something, and some of them will have 8s, 9s, 10s, 11s as you get on in the map further when you've taken over quite a few spots. But personally, I don't ever put more than 1 at anything. The only time that I would ever consider doing it is to reinforce an actual stronghold and maybe put a few million fans in the stronghold itself. It makes the computer less likely to challenge your stronghold for a game. And if one of the computer teams, any of these teams actually try to take your stronghold, you will have to play that game. So it just adds an extra game and an extra turn that you didn't, you don't have to typically play. But there's no reason to put more than one in any of these hexes at all. They're going to take some of your hexes along the way. It's going to happen. That's just the way Conquest works. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about when they take them. Obviously, for every 3 you lose, or just like the same as every 3 you gain, it is going to take a million fans away from your reinforced segment. But really, you're not even going to notice it along the way. It's not that big a deal. Don't waste your time doing that. Just leave them all at once. There's no point to do it. So let's see here. So we're in the this is the Steel Fans phase. We're not going to do this one again. Let's go here. We're not moving. We can skip that. We'll go ahead and take this one. Like I said, I mean, you can move around the map a good little ways without ever even playing a game. I guess that maybe that's boring for some people. Oh, look, he took all my fans on that one. Apparently, it gets harder when you repeat the map over and over again. It says that it does. I've never noticed that it's really that harder. I guess maybe they take your hexes more or something. I don't know. I can't really tell any difference with that. But for me, like I would probably go after the Rockies first. Rockies, or even you could take the Twins just so you could kind of give a little protection to your original stronghold starting point. I would take the Rockies though, possibly first. Work my way up to the Mariners, then work my way down to San Francisco and Oakland, then to the Dodgers and the Angels, Padres, and then the Diamondbacks. And you can play a 3-inning game. Usually lasts about 15 minutes. Typically 15, maybe 20 minutes for you. I guess it kind of just depends on if you're like hitting like a beast in the game or something. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games in, and you're set for the rest of the map. It'll make it very much easier. So just take out that west side, get all those hexes, close them in, and then you'll be able to work all the way across the map and just repeat this process the entire way. And if you guys have any questions about anything I've explained in this, please put them in the comments. Ask me. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions and try to help out. I apologize if it's a little confusing. I've never explained the Conquest map to anybody, so I was trying to kind of break it down just how my thought process goes when I figure it out and how I'm trying to do it. But this same exact process that I'm showing you, and let me back out. Obviously there's other Conquest maps. I've completed every single one of these. It usually takes me a day, half a day to do them. Like I said, in this segment on this one, like I said, there's 8 games on that West Coast side. If you spend 15 minutes a game, you're talking 2.5 hours to get the entire west side of the United States covered. So it's really not that hard. The longest, most tedious part is actually filling in the hexes. So I know it gets a little boring. Hey, you can go for that 10-pack bundle. Personally, I actually got a Diamond card, Diamond Live Series card in the first 10-pack bundle. The first time I completed this Conquest map this year. So that was awesome. That was nice. And it hasn't happened since. It's never happened before to me. I get some gold sometimes. You get silvers and all that. But typically, if you're getting one of those 10-pack bundles, you can make about 5,000 to 6,000 stubs minimum selling all the cards that you get in it. And if you get lucky and get something awesome, dude, you just got something for free for just playing the computer on like Rookie. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. You guys let me know if you've gotten any awesome cards in there. I don't remember the Diamond card that I actually got, but I do remember I got one in the first time I completed it this year. So hopefully this makes it a little bit more easy to understand. I didn't want to make a long drawn out video for this and go through and play all the games and edit clips together and show you the entire map. If you guys are needing me to really bad, I'd be more than happy to go ahead and do it. Just know it'll take me, I usually finish the map about once a week. So I like playing the computer. I like doing Conquest. It's kind of just a fun way to get some practice in the morning before you go online or something, to play the computer or something like that. But yeah, it's pretty easy. I think a lot of people overthink how to do the Conquest map and make it a little more difficult in their heads, but it's really not. It's not difficult. We took a look at some of the other maps. These are easy. You just move across. I mean, you only got to play 2 games in this really to complete the whole thing. So that's simple. This one here in the first. Well, let's not even look at the first inning program because you guys we're done with that. We're done with that one. Like this Keith Hernandez one. you can start and build all these spots immediately right here off the bat. And like I said, for every 3 hexes you get an extra million fans. So on your next turn, let's skip here to reinforce. Now we have, let's see, we got 3 to add. Skip again. Let's see, we go reinforce. Now we got it to 4. I mean, it's really simple. Don't overthink it. Don't make it harder in your head than it actually is to complete. Like I said, I think a lot of people do that along the way, and it's really not as complicated as it seems. This is another one where you literally only have to play 1 game the entire time to complete the Jackie Robinson map. So pretty simple. Just fill in as many hexes as you can, move across the map, and then if you don't have enough in your position that you're moving around the map to get like a matchup on rookie against the Dodgers, just keep skipping turns until you can reinforce that spot so that it gives you enough that you can play it on rookie if you want. It's not a big deal. You don't get any penalty for the amount of turns that you spend in the Conquest map or anything like that. The Mother's Day map, same thing as that first one I showed you of these other maps. It's really just kind of build your stuff, pick a team that you want to go after first, move that direction, and then move towards the next spot. The 3rd inning program, I'm sure the 4th inning program one, obviously it'll be out. They'll have a Conquest map for that on Friday this week, and it'll be the same exact thing. So they're really simple to complete. It's a good way to get 30 stars in your programs that they come out with every like 4 weeks. So you might as well do that for the 30 stars. That's a big benefit. You will, the first time you complete each map, find little hidden things along the way. That's what these goals are. When you hit square on each one of the maps, you can see what they all are. You can scroll through all of them. I believe I've completed every one on all the maps. I wish you got it when you did the map multiple times, but I guess you could just sit there and kind of hoard stubs. This is the only one that's repeatable. And it says it's harder, like it says right there, hard, but I've never found that it is. So, like I said, you guys have any questions? Ask me in the comments section. I hope this helped out a little bit and made it a little bit easier. I hope I understood it clearly. It seems like a jumbled mess and kind of can seem confusing, but like I said, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. It's really easy. So you guys make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Just wanted to put this little quick video out to try and help out some people. So thanks again, and we will catch you on the next one. Peace.